myself be tricked like this.
Ouais, y a tout qui est en rouge là.
Revolved around you, idiot. It says that they're fucking with you. Remember that already. I knew more or less where she lived, but not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
Ah bah comme quoi.
Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see.
Ah, je vais trouver directement le bon. Allez.
Cables for sure.
Ok, un câble rompu. On va pas d'ici, hein.
These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you?
Après Where is Brian, on joue à Where is Sarah. Magnifique.
Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here?
Ah, pas le choix en même temps, hein. Quand t'as nulle part où aller.
Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Je m'attends pas à une fin heureuse en vrai. Je ne sais pas, il faudrait un bon coup de poignard là pour nous mettre des émotions. Un revirement de situation, je sais pas. C'est quand même triste qu'elle finisse comme ça, hein. Et ça se tombe, on amène le tueur jusqu'à chez Sarah. Je ne sais pas. J'espère que non. Ou alors elle est en train de prendre son petit déjeuner.
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week.
Je pense qu'elle va... Je sais pas. Je pense ou j'espère. On verra bien. Mais je... Il y a des chances qu'on se soit fait manipuler. De fortes chances. Go away. Ah. C'est un peu crade, hein. Un peu beaucoup. Un dépôt... Enfin, ça a abandonné, quoi. Oh non. Oh non, ça commence mal là. Ah, c'est pas le moment là. Enfin, c'est jamais le moment. Oh non, on en a plus. Bah oui. Super, on va avoir des hallucinations. Oh bah super, on avait justement besoin d'un coup de main. Ah bah, on a trouvé la commère du coin. Hein. Bonjour. Sarah. Oh non. Ça commence à ressembler à un jeu d'horreur là. C'est quoi ça? Putain, l'imbécile m'a fait peur. Ah, c'est dommage ces bugs de son. Oh merde, on me tire dessus là. Oh non.
Give it up! You're trapped! Funny. You're the one bleeding. How did you find her?
Drop your weapon and I'll let you live.
What have you done to her? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
J'ai pas tilté. J'ai pas tilté. Depuis tantôt on n'a pas ça et du coup j'ai pas réagi. Et j'avais peur que ce soit elle à cause de mes hallucinations. Imaginez je tire sur Sarah.
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh!
It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Je m'attendais pas à ça. Donc j'ai bien fait de pas tirer.
What in the actual fuck's going on?
I thought some junkie broke into my house. Sorry.
J'ai bien fait de pas tirer. Wouhou! Imaginez je l'aurais tué. Elle me fait un tatouage. On n'est pas en forme hein.
I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than...
Meaning?
I have some questions too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
J'avoue, elle aurait pu changer de corps. Pourquoi elle est dans un corps s'ils ont mal au point? Pas les moyens peut-être. Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait? Ah, une clope, ok.
And you're smoking too. Someone's fallen into bad company here.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So, are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Karra had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
Ok, donc c'est stratégique.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
Ou pas.
It's a long story.
On veut savoir l'histoire.
Complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
Tu peux me faire confiance.
All right.
On est potes.
You can trust me.
Okay.
Enfin, t'as fini de me recoudre quand même
I
avant.
rented my body on the black market.
Pour quelle raison?
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
Oh, elle est douée, hein. Sacré tatouage. Le vieux musée, ok. Charmant, hein. Je la suis pas tout de suite, hein. Vous permettez, je fais comme chez moi. On vient de là. Bah, elle s'est fait un petit chez elle cosy, hein. Son petit tableau de preuve, ok. 10 secrets de l'art recyclé.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable.
C'est Pinocchio? C'est stylé en vrai, hein? Waouh!
One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. And instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Un ami, son frère?
The greatest treasure in this dump. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging. For normal people, it's a portrait of misery, desperation. But for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me.
Ah!
8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Not like you're holding a grudge or anything.
I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my
Ah,
back.
d'accord.
She only thought of others, never herself. Selfless to a fault. After a month, her subscription expired. We were broke.
Oh, c'est horrible.
She wound up in the bank. And the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it
Ah, elle est encore là!
You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Je commence à perdre la tête, hein. J'espère que je fasse pas une connerie. Ce qui serait dingue aussi, c'est que le meurtrier nous ait pas vraiment appelé. C'est seulement dans notre tête. Imaginez un peu ça aussi.
Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
C'est rien dit qu'on a vraiment été appelé aussi, hein. Eh ben... Oh, c'est horrible.
I remember it.
This is older
Chicken
than
Justine.
me.
Putain. Dernier de son espèce, il se bat pour un monde meilleur. Quand il vient la nuit, il fait régner la justice sein de son masque. À l'aube, il pousse son cri, le cœur léger, d'avoir protégé les rues de sa ville. Bonus, résout des devinettes et invoque Chicken of Justice, et tu digne de devenir son assistant. C'est stylé. Jour, non, nuit, jour, nuit. Ah oui! Oh, c'est stylé. Enfin, avec ça, moi je dors pas, hein, mais mais c'est stylé.
Blood tests from the beginning of the month.
Jane Salma, la synchronisation clé du bonheur. Nous avons déjà découvert la clé de la vie éternelle. Celle du bonheur éternel se trouve dans ce livre. Jane Salma, experte en psychologie, à l'origine de la célèbre phrase « La synchronisation est tout ce qui compte réellement », nous révèle les secrets qui nous permettront d'approfondir le processus de synchronisation pour atteindre le bonheur éternel. Ok. Elle va être heureuse. Normal en soi.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me, more literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
Trois.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar.
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of
Il le
us.
fait mieux que moi.
A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
I already like this kid. The chicken is only one step away from detective stories. What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
C'est trop long ça. Hein.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Allez hop. Ce sera quand même plus sympa assis. Hein. Si je peux encore parler étant assis.
Bottoms up.
Cul sec. Bah. À l'honnêteté.
I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Ugh, calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
On va lui faire confiance. On vient juste de traquer la confiance, donc on va lui faire confiance.
I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled. Give
Mais
one to me.
du coup, elle a...
No.
Jane Salma, c'est la meuf avec le foulard, non?
After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
Okay, let's say you're right.
It's definitely recycled. Why would they lie about that?
You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck!
Ah. Même sans avoir le bruit, ça va pas faire du bien.
You understand?
Ben oui, totalement.
Can't tell good from bad, especially in this fucked up world. But if someone matters to you, you
Je ferais
fight
exactement la même chose en vrai, hein.
cost.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Ah, c'est dommage, les décalages.
What bullshit tips are these? Issues with managing emotions.
Anger management, like a teenager, hair trigger temper.
Bullshit.
Faire avancer l'enquête, hein.
Sarah,
On a
we
déjà
need to
posé la
start
seconde question.
investigating.
Just a minute, not so fast. One more question, a basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told
Et là,
you
ça devient
we're
intéressant.
in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
Des bisous, Luxixel, merci
I can't
beaucoup.
believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
Alors, est-ce qu'on a une quelconque indication que le tueur a pris le contrôle de Green? Quel était l'intérêt de relier l'affaire de Green à la fusillade de l'Icarus? Peut-être mettre ça, peut-être qu'il y a un autre moyen de connecter autrement. Peut-être une autre connexion à faire. Non. Pas celle-là en tout cas. Ah, on avance, je crois. Dans les enregistrements, Green agit comme s'il n'était pas lui-même. La machine a contribué à sa désynchronisation, mais il ne s'en est pas servi la nuit de sa mort. Y a-t-il des raisons de croire que quelqu'un a trafiqué sa psyché? Ça peut-être. Ah, let's go!
They made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior.
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Rien n'atteste d'un transfert de conscience, mais la désynchronisation de Green et les enregistrements prouvent qu'il n'était pas maître de lui-même. Ok. Quel était l'intérêt de relier l'affaire de Green à la fusillade de l'Icarus? Alors peut-être... Non. Le mode opératoire n'a rien à voir. Si tous les plans pour préserver l'ordre établi avaient échoué, quelle était sa prochaine étape? Non plus. Rien à voir avec les journalistes. Il reste quoi? Sénatrice. Allez! Pugnace et inconvénient lubrique, un baron des médias et un groupe d'influence qui cherchait à détourner l'attention du public pour désamorcer les tensions. Ce sont les gros bonnets, mais la sphère politique new-yorkaise est trop solide pour que leur perte temporaire ait un réel impact. Qu'est-ce qui manque?
You're telling me these are
Let's
the
go.
only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Alors au début j'avais pas compris qu'on pouvait faire ce genre de connexion, c'est dommage que je l'ai loupé un peu au début parce que j'ai peut-être loupé des possibilités. Mais ça reste très sympa, mais dommage que ça n'a pas été un peu mieux expliqué justement pour les chercher. Mais c'est super bien foutu en vrai. Hein. Alors qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Déjà ici. Pourquoi Green devait-il mourir? Si quelqu'un manipulait Green, rien n'interdit qu'il ait pu contrôler quelqu'un d'autre. La situation a créé une vide politique, le contexte idéal pour prendre le pouvoir. L'idée de départ impulsée par Green, c'était de plonger la ville dans le chaos. Est-ce que je peux encore connecter d'autres liens par rapport à ça?
Are you sure?
I was,
Si seulement.
but I changed my mind.
Ça, c'est là, le fait que ce soit un gros dégueulasse.
I think we need to focus.
I am fucking focused.
Elle me dit de me concentrer. Non mais ça va, j'essaie, je fais des trucs.
Like I said, I have at least three
Ah.
hypotheses.
Yes, ma'am.
Il semble que la mort de Green était prévue depuis un bout de temps, mais dans quel but? Depuis un siècle, hein, mine de rien. Alors, le but. C'est juste pour faire encore une connexion, donc je suis plutôt content. Est-ce que le but est de prendre le pouvoir? Si quelqu'un a pu manipuler Green, rien ne dit interdit. Oui, c'est vrai aussi.
Green didn't have to be the only one like that. Wasn't it more profitable to keep him alive?
Ok, apparemment, c'est pas ça du tout. Donc pour moi.
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart.
Je pense pas. En vrai, je pense que c'est une histoire de pouvoir. Hein. Bah
It
non.
would take years for his competitor to grow in political power.
True. You can't just grab someone off the street.
Je ne suis pas un détective de haut vol. Hein. Je me plante totalement. RIP. T'as le nez quand même. Et pourtant, t'es mal à la taille du nez, hein. Non, mais c'est pour voir les différentes discussions, ce qui se dit et tout, hein. Pour détruire l'ordre mondial, ils font un plan s'étendant sur des décennies, mais Green est mort avant d'achever son œuvre. Était-ce sa volonté ou celle du tueur, lequel tirait les ficelles?
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Bonne reconversation pour athlète.
Resistant to stress, ability to assess situations quickly. Only the commander instead of a coach, and the field's a bit bigger.
And that's all?
I believed in justice, and shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
Allez, on va dire que si, hein.
Ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Comment tu as rejoint la police? Pourquoi toujours poser des questions? Elle a étudié, elle a bossé.
Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less.
Bon, moi déjà, Sarah n'est pas mauvaise jusque-là. Hein. C'est le meurtrier qui tire les ficelles, c'est Green qui tirait les ficelles. Vous en pensez quoi, vous, le chat? Est-ce que c'est le tueur ou est-ce que c'était Green? Je pense que le meurtrier c'est un peu tiré par les cheveux dans le sens que Green aurait fait quelque chose derrière. Enfin, je sais pas. À moins qu'il ait totalement enfermé Green derrière et qu'il ait agi dans son corps pendant des années au final. De toute façon, il faut en répondre un. Et je sais pas. On va dire que c'est le meurtrier parce qu'il nous a quand même appelé. Donc on va voir. Hein.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos. So, what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
On verra si on s'est trompé ou non. Hein.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Ok, c'était nous sur la truc.
Rewind.
Ouais, il me semblait bien.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Super, on viendra pas nous emmerder comme ça.
Thanks.
J'ai eu un succès, le sous-sol de la peur. Oh non, pas encore ça. Et il se passe quoi si on bouge pas? Ah, mais en fait, il bouge tout seul. Ah non, non, c'est bon. En fait, il faut bouger. Et le mauvais temps va arriver encore. Bah ouais. Crie plus fort! On va essayer peut-être plus parler. Ah, on va plus loin que la dernière fois. Ou pas. Mais on se rapproche. Et là, le tueur, c'est Rachel. Oh, enfin, non, je pense pas. Mais non. Pas possible,
Looking
si.
in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.